Good morning, class. Welcome to week 6. We're going to be talking about an electronic resource process, or better called ERP. So this is what we're going to be focusing on this week. So what is ERP? ERP is infrastructure business processes. It is a software reflexive of the main business processes of a company, for instance, customer fulfillment as well as manufacturing order. The aspect software mechanizes and integrates the fundamental process of a company, ranging from finance to the shop floor, and eliminates multifaceted and expensive connections flanked by computer systems, which were on no account meant to communicate. The system also provides for inter-organizational and intra-organizational collaboration, as well as information sharing. It combines the entire databases across sections into solitary database, which is capable of being accessed by the entire employees. For example, I was at one company doing an intern, and the inventory group had one particular computer system. The people in the offices or the purchasing department, they had a different computer system, and those two computer systems never talked. And they had a third one they was trying to create that was going to try to be a liaison between the other two. So it's almost like a counselor, so to speak, and you're talking about two opposing groups who need some type of counseling, but then none of the systems were really talking with each other. So this is where the ERP came up, so that where every part of the company was pretty much on the same system. So ideally, the evolution of the ERP. So let's talk about this a little bit. So ideally, the ERP's background is dated back in the 70s, 80s and the 70s. It was the MRP as well as the MRP2 systems. However, it transpired as companies recognized that the organization as well as the information flow was merely significant as inventory materials management. ERP as well has evolved significantly with the computer along with technology advances. During those times, the MRP systems have been assimilating the manufacture of companies, aspects of following the ERP. However, the ERP initiative occurred as companies comprehended the significance of the information flow all through the whole company. Primarily, ERP systems were applied on the widely processes of the early 80s and 70s, but as technology developed progressively, companies now employ client service technology on account of cost effectiveness. The application of the ERP. An ERP system assimilates the entire business departments with a sole system, which is the use of the current client or server technology, which will permit the elimination of outmoded systems as well as hardware. On the other hand, the company integration will give the entire company units a mission to the similar information in unison, reducing on the paperwork at the same time as growing output in the office. On the same note, production integration will guarantee the management that the entire production departments will remain using the identical systems as well as production processes. However, having concurrent access to the entire client records as well as the orders will permit the management to inform them accurately where the order is and the time it will be transported. So how was the ERP implemented? Now we are asking ourselves if employees that are sitting here have novel thoughts that are appropriate to ERP as well as the way it can assist the company. With this regard, the steps of the ERP implementation incorporates cost analysis, blueprinting of the business processes, staff training, integration, data conversion, and going live with the ERP. However, in this section, we will look at the steps that have led to successful ERP implementation, such as Oracle. So let's talk about cost analysis and blueprinting. Cost for the implementation of ERP system remains a progressive process. However, real costs remain in steady training, upgrading, as well as maintenance. Nevertheless, the TCO or average total cost of ownership is of $15 million, and benefits are seen later. On the other hand, business processes blueprinting remains the main pronouncement in the execution process. However, blueprint and housing modeling remains costly as well as time consuming. With this regard, selections of a convenient blueprint saves money and time, although there's a possibility of losing competitive advantages in the case of functionality loss and fitting attempt of a blueprint. Staff training and integration. The process of staff training is the most ignored implementation step. Apart from the workers learning the novel software package, they must learn whichever transformations to the existing business processes completed in the blueprint phase. Nevertheless, the ERP software recommends concurrent information on the entire business facets as well as the higher training levels. Regarding the integration process, costs will arise in the case of the client of the server installation software and the technology remains unrecognized appropriately. However, the software customization may be appropriate in fitting business courses better. On the same note, the utmost aspect of this stage is testing. Data conversion and going live with the ERP. Well, the shift of data from legacy to ERP systems can be costly process. However, data influence in order to fit the novel systems as well as the cope of the old, corrupted, or functionless data can remain a costly process. Therefore, going live remains the ultimate switch from the old to the novel systems. However, this is the spot where the software remains employed in daily commerce by the workers or of the corporation. In addition, there is a principal probability for expensive mistakes in the view of the fact that the faults at this step can result as money as well as customer loss. On the same note, constellation and implementation bands are needed to repair whichever problem still in the system to build this switch as easy as possible. For an example, Tesco, a leading food retailer company operating in 14 plus countries, globally runs an efficient ERP system. The sells fast-moving consumer goods and durable goods. The organization ERP ensures efficient sourcing of the products and procurement processes, allowing it to deal with over 1,200 factories, 800 suppliers globally, The ERP system provides several things that are effectively run and listed below. Procurement planning. This function, which provides the needed products, are identified, determining the acquired and the predetermined quantities and the qualities. Supplier searching. This system identifies suppliers and the sourcing of products starts. Tendering. This system can receive supplier quotes and offers. Also, negotiations with reputable suppliers are initiated. Selection of the suppliers. The right suppliers are chosen based on the bids, offer, and proposals they submitted. And agreement. And the business signs legally binding contracts with the suppliers of products supplying. The ERP system also ensures inventory control as different products have varying shelf lives. An inventory control system ensures the consumers receive various products under the recommended conditions. The system also ensures that there is a balance in the goods and the way the stores of the goods are being brought to the stores. Subsequently, consumers will always get the products, and the company will not store goods that are not needed in the near future. Logistics and distribution of the products ensure that all Tesco stores receive goods on time. The goods can either be delivered from the selected suppliers up to the business stores or transported goods from depots to the stores. The system aims to be affordable, simple, and efficient for the success of Tesco, as the flow of goods to its customers is always on time in all stores.